That way I know how much is there.
Alright. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200.
I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because 5 of them makes a 20.
I know, but I'm counting out individually that way.
Yeah, I know. That's 200.
40, 60, 80, 300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 400. 20, 40, 60, 80, 500. 20, 40, 60, 80, 600. 20, 40, 60. 660. That's what we pay $631 a month, but adding that extra $31 on makes it $632. All we need is $2 bills, which we will have right here in just a second.
Hang on a minute. Right there's another dollar to go right along with the 660, and this makes 660.61. So instead of 660, it'd be 661, and we got another dollar coming right along with this. With this right here, another 50 cents, and it would make it up to $663. Yeah, and the reason why it's a little high, because she's trying to get $30 out of us over blinds that we didn't tear up. Because when we first moved in, there was a set of blinds in the living room, in the window, 2 blinds that were messed up when we first moved in. I even got a witness, 3 witnesses, saying that what I'm saying, that I'm saying the truth, that they were messed up before we moved in. Now, since we moved in, she didn't believe me at first when I told her that she thought that we messed them up. And I told her, no, those were like that when we moved in. She didn't believe me at first until I brought up my woman's name, brought a witness in on it, and then she backed off from me. Now, not even a few months later, here she is, about over them blinds, on down the road a little bit, then turns around, asks us $30 after accusing us of messing up the blinds. I'm sorry about that. These people in the background want to talk, and I'm trying to tell you, well, what's going on. And at first she accused us of messing them up. Now, a few months later down the road, now she's charging us $30. And then, not only, her name is Sharon Combs, and now there's another one that's involved in it too, of doing it to us. And they're working together. It's Patricia Patricia Parr. And they're working together, and Patricia is the boss over Sharon. Sharon accused us first. Now Patricia is even accusing us. And then Patricia sent a letter in the mail saying if we don't pay the $30, we'd be kicked out over the blinds. After we're already paying $631. Now they're charging us a little more. Pretty much that's what they're doing, even though the $30 are going on towards the blinds that we didn't mess up. The person that lived here messed them up. But the person that lived here that done it, since they moved out, now whatever damage they left, we're pretty much making up for it. We're pretty much paying for it when it's not our fault to begin with. We have been good to her. We stuck to our payment every month. I draw disability, so does my woman. And ever since that we've been good to her until we moved from Hazard to here. When we moved from there to here and went to move in, the blinds were already messed up because I asked the landlord, what about the blinds there? Are they going to get fixed because we just now moved in? She goes, no, and decides to accuse us of messing them up when we're just moving in just then, packing our stuff in. And one of her workers that used to work for her, which is my buddy, and his name is Earl Darwood, and he even knows that they were messed up. He even knows that she's trying to get us for $30 over it. Just all because they're messed up from another person that lived here, from another tenant. And now since they done that, and they moved out, now we gotta pay for it, even though we didn't do it. So, I think this is wrong for us to have to be accused and charged for this. And I think that's wrong, and that we shouldn't have to do that. That's not our job. Their job is to have it ready for us, have it all straightened up, because that's what they were telling us, that they were cleaning it, repainting it, remodeling it, putting in a bathtub, a toilet, a sink. Yeah, they told us this right before we left Hazard, when we lived in Viper, Stony Bump Lane, when we lived in Viper. She told us that they were going to fix it up and stuff before we got here. So since we got here, we got charged over that. Like few months later down the road, we got charged for it, after being accused on the first day that we move in. So, since I see that this is wrong, so I wanted to take this to my lawyer and see what they think about this situation. Because obviously she ain't backing down, she ain't changing her mind, and she's still asking for the $30. One of them that worked there told us not to worry about it. Don't worry about Sharon. Ignore her. Well, that's kind of hard when you're being threatened to be kicked out when you have a little one and not having no place to go. That's kind of hard to not worry about. So I need a lawyer to look over this and listen to this and to see what he thinks. And I have a lawyer that's from out of state, that he's one of them high lawyers, one of them expensive ones. And he said any case that I have, he would take it and help me out. So I need help with this because it's a matter of losing my home, being out on the street with my family, and losing my son. So I need help.